your life in a way that is going to bring brilliance, resilience, and radiance. Because we are talking to Lisa Berry today, everybody. I'm so excited today to have Lisa with us. So, Lisa, thank you for joining. I'll introduce you here in just a moment, but thank you so much for being here with me.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure, Elizabeth. Excited to be here as well.
It's an incredible month because we're gearing up for the Women's Spirit Retreat. But everybody, I want to introduce you to this powerful woman who I've had the honor to get to know over this past year. And Lisa, you are such a radiant leader yourself. For people who don't know you yet, let me introduce you. Lisa Berry, she's the CEO and co-founder of Berlogix. And she leverages her 25 years, everybody, 25 years in tech leadership to coach others now. And she focuses on confidence as the cornerstone for personal growth and becoming effective leaders. And she really specializes in leadership and especially women's confidence and leadership. Like Lisa, I've just enjoyed seeing your work and getting to know you. So thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Absolutely.
So
Very
it's one
excited.
thing for me to introduce you, but why don't you go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about what you're up to in the offerings that you have?
Absolutely. So the Radiant Leaders program is something that I developed as part of my own transformation into becoming a more confident leader. So this is a program that works. It'll work for anyone. But what I found being in the tech industry for the last 25 years, I found myself being in this category, but I found a lot of other women in the same category where confidence or a lack thereof was something that was holding them back from achieving their particular goals inside of their careers. And what I've found is that all stems from something that has happened in your life previously. Something in your past was groomed, cultivated, grew within you, whatever that experience was. And in some cases, as was the case for me, it was a repeated instance of the players were different, but the scenarios kept coming back and back. And it is a transformational process if you're willing to really dig in and do the work. The opportunity within the program is that your growth, not just personally, but professionally, can be exponential. And that's exactly what I found. I went from being the worker bee to the bee that owns the company, if you will.
Yeah. You know, it's so interesting. I find that that core of confidence is at the root of everything, the opportunities that women get or don't get, the the risks that women are able to take in their own businesses, especially the women leaders and entrepreneurs that we work with, getting on stages, like that confidence or the feeling of lack of is at the core of it. So I'm so glad that you do this work with people.
Yeah, it's really exciting for me, as I've said to you many times offline too. It's so exciting for me to see someone have that aha moment to realize that I am more than what somebody or something or what I've inflicted upon myself, thinking that I can't do something. And really, that is that total mindset shift. And it really is that being willing to get a little uncomfortable is because it's like getting in the mud a little bit and getting a little dirty, but getting a little uncomfortable and realizing that these barriers are often there because we've imposed them, sometimes as a safety net, if you will, but sometimes because we just haven't made that shift to see that, wow, these aren't really obstacles in my way. There's actually an opportunity here if I'm open to looking at it just a little bit differently. And that's
Absolutely.
what we practice.
An opportunity if I look at it differently. Now, you're comfortable on camera, you're an international speaker, you are a CEO, you teach leadership. Like you seem like confidence is not a problem for you. Like, was it always easy? Has life always just been a smooth sailing ride and it's no problem? Or have you been through things that have really like taught you?
There have been a lot of things that have taught me, and in the program, I do use those stories to really build upon the foundation. And I can tell you my biggest thing was speaking, because since you mentioned I'm comfortable speaking, and I am comfortable speaking, whether it's one person, five people, 500, 5,000, on camera, off camera, in a large auditorium, doesn't matter. But that was not always me. That was back until, I'm saying back during about 2008, June 30th, in fact, when I finally had this realization something had to change. And I took the steps to become the speaker I am and start to learn to get comfortable with public speaking. But I found it was my lack of confidence causing that problem. And when I really sat down and did the reflection on what happened, why am I so, they say everybody, you'd rather die than do public speaking. But for me, there was something innate, something really happening that was causing that. And I found out when I really started thinking about it, it was a public speaking fail, I'll call it, that I had in high school. And that set the tone for really my career going forward and what needed to change and what I finally was able to work on and change. But until I really thought about it, I thought, wow, that gazillion years ago, that one experience really set me up for a lack of confidence for many, many years.
Yeah. And I think that happens for a lot of people. Like one experience happens, you're a child or a teenager, and then suddenly the inner critic goes, "Ah, I've got you for life. And I'm going to keep you
And
from
that's it. You
doing
got it. Silence that inner critic, and we can do it. Now, will I say that I'll never have that inner critic ever there? Of course, I can't say that because that's also a way for us to keep ourselves in check, right? To keep ourselves honest, if you will, keep ourselves authentic, because we have that diligence built within us to make sure that we are performing, we're doing the things that we need to do. But it's also something that we keep at bay to say, hey, it's okay to be female and be a strong leader. That's not a bad thing, right? To be confident and be female and be a leader, that's great. And that's what I want to share with everyone is that if you're that person that female, male, it doesn't matter if you're lacking in confidence and you're willing to work on it and figure out what it is, we can find a way to get you to that path to where you want to be. And the beautiful part about it, in my opinion, is when I say I work with leaders, my mom said it best. She said when she found out that I was working on this program, she said to me, I don't lead anybody, but I do lead myself. And I said, can I use that? Because that's so true. I've always said that we are all leaders for someone somewhere. Somebody is watching, emulating what we do, learning from what we do. I mean, for goodness sakes, even our pets, right, learn from us. And so we are all leaders in one way or another for someone somewhere. And of course, we lead ourselves. So why not invest in yourself and becoming the best version of you?
Absolutely. You know, what's really exciting is that you're going to be giving us more tools on how to silence our inner critic in your soul talk, unleash potential, and silence your inner critic as part of the upcoming Women's Spirit Retreat. So everybody, Women's Spirit Retreat is coming up July 18th through 20th. Lisa's one of our many incredible speakers, and she's going to be giving more tools on this. So if you've got an inner critic that got a hold of you as a child and it's time for you to release it, I think Lisa's talk is really going to help you. So Lisa, tell us more about your soul talk.
Absolutely. So quickly, there's a whole Radiant Leader blueprint. So I hope everyone will come and join so that they can learn more. But my soul talk really focuses on where I am today. Of course, we start off with all the goodness and the good things that are happening and the connections that I've made. And I couldn't be more excited to be able to say, I am the person running the company. I am the co-founder of the company, the person that, was awarded for women's empowerment and so forth. But then there's that side that was way down, that side of me that was very much low down in the dumps. And it really took my career shakeup to really see, wow, things can get better. And what happened was I actually got fired. I was fired from a job. I've never been fired from anything in my life. And I found myself at the point of the last $5 in my wallet. And I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. And so that's what I want to share with everyone is how I took that moment and how that moment really embedded inside of me. And at the same time was a breath of fresh air because it was almost like the sun just shined right down on me and said, you're going to be okay. And here's how we're going to do this. This is a turning point. And that's exactly what happened. And so it was a climb after that. And the turning point where the job changed. I thought I wanted a career change and so on and so forth. But I went back to the tech industry because I thought I was done. but I had more work to do. And so that's what my soul talk shares with everyone is how that really came to be, and how, sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel, they say, the light that's shining down on you, sometimes you don't necessarily see it unless your eyes are wide open. And sometimes they're tapping you on the shoulder or knocking you in the head to say, hey, take a look here. But when you're ready and you tie it all in, it can be something really beautiful that comes from it. And that's what I want to share with everyone, because the opportunity to become the confident person, the person that thrives, not just survives, it's a transformational experience that's there. You just have to say, okay, I'm ready.
Agreed. You just said something that just went, the light at the end of the tunnel, but you have to have your eyes open in order to see it. Did you all hear that? Like, Lisa, you lay down wisdom from the depth of your experience for us. I'm so excited to hear your soul talk and all of the tangible, the tools, the teaching, and the wisdom that you give to us as part of the Women's Spirit Retreat. Everybody, it's happening. Women's Spirit Retreat, July 18th through 20th. There are 26 incredible speakers, global speakers, world-renowned teachers and leaders in wellness and spirituality and self and personal development. And I've brought them all together for you. Lisa is one of them. It's a 3-day deep dive. And what's really special about this event is it's live. So you're going to be live and interactive with the speakers and the other attendees so that you can get the breakthroughs that will really make a meaningful difference in your life. So I'm really thrilled to invite you all to the Women's Spirit Retreat. It's online, so you can join from anywhere. And this is really truly $1,000 retreat, 3 days of incredible training. But when I chatted with the speakers, we were like, let's do something amazing and make it accessible for women everywhere. So it's completely free. All you got to do is claim your seat. womenspiritretreat.com. We've got some free seats for you, and you can join us, join Lisa and all the other speakers, so you can get the wisdom and the breakthroughs that are going to make a big shift for your life. It's really special that it's like a midsummer moment for you all to get this. So go to womenspiritretreat.com and put it in the chat. It might show up somewhere. It should also be in the descriptions of wherever you're all watching this. Go to that, womenspiritretreat.com, put your name and email address in so that you can claim your free seat. It's happening July 18th through 20th. Claim your free seat, womenspiritretreat.com. There's also an upgrade for you. There's an upgrade option if you want to own the entire retreat, all the replays and the speaker bonuses. Definitely get that upgrade. You'll see it on the next page. But let's start you off with claiming your seat at womenspiritretreat.com. Do it right now, everybody. Lisa, what are you most looking forward to as part of this online retreat?
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is having the opportunity to share the 4 strategies, which are the Radiant Leader Blueprint, and share those 4 strategies so that I can help empower others to unleash that confidence and harness that potential that they have so that they can do the same thing in a different way so that they are the better versions of themselves. So whatever that means for them as individuals.
Oh, beautiful. We're bringing our communities together to give women the radiant leadership that they need to have that ripple effect so we can make our world a better place. It's going to be really powerful. So if somebody's thinking of coming to Women's Spirit Retreat, what would you say to them?
I would say come to the Women's Spirit Retreat, learn how to rise above the chatter about your qualifications, your place in society, so that you can focus on doing and being the best version of you.
Yes. Okay, everybody, you heard it from Lisa Berry. womenspiritretreat.com. Go there right now. Bring a friend, a sister, a colleague, a coworker, a daughter, a mom. Like, bring somebody who you know you can share this online retreat with. Like I said, it's live and interactive. It's not your typical like pre-recorded. We're just going to make you go somewhere and watch it. It's done with us. You'll be behind the scenes in the creation of this incredible event with us. So go to womenspiritretreat.com and we're going to guide you in the breakthroughs that you need. Lisa, finish us off with a word of inspiration or words of inspiration for our incredible Women Spirit audience.
Everyone in the audience, never think that you can't. Never think it's impossible. Instead, think, how can I? Where can I? Because I know I can.
How can I? I know I can. It's such an empowering way of thinking and being because then you're going to look for it. Thank you, Lisa, for that. Thank you for joining me for the Women's Spirit Show, where we're uplifting women around the globe to have the best life and have the best ripple effect to make the world a better place. So I'm really excited for that. Excited for the Women's Spirit Retreat coming up, everybody. Go to womensspiritretreat.com. There's two S's, womensspiritretreat.com. Grab your free seat and we will see you there. It's happening soon, July 18th through 20th. Lisa, thank you again so much for joining me here.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Totally, absolutely my pleasure.
And thank you everybody for watching. We've loved having you and we'll see you all at the Women's Spirit Retreat.